Don't like potato salad. Nobody should smell me.
No, no, potato salad is, I
No potato
understand,
salad, please.
not a
Any
good
of
smell.
those.
I
No.
myself can smell nothing, so I just have to imagine it's a bad thing. Uh, all right, guys. First edition Dungeons and Dragons back again tonight, playing through sort of module A2, Secrets of the Slaver's Stockade, which I could not put that title into Twitch because it did not like one word in that. So we have the drama dots after Secrets of the dot dot dot. There we go, drama dots. Yeah. So what is our? Who do we have on the roster tonight? Richard, who you playing? What level are they, and what's their class?
Hi there, I am playing Tristan, the human dragon raised remuneration redistribution specialist of level 6.
Very good, very good. Dion, tell us both of the characters that you're playing tonight.
Well, I'm a Ben NPC, the level 6 fighter, but it looks like she's getting out of Dodge, and I might be picking up Patty Arquette, the level 5 barbarian.
Very good. Oak.
Hey, this is Oak. I will be playing Thybor, a level 6 half-orc fighter, who's hopefully going to get us out of trouble tonight.
I love it how Thyber, the orc, half orc, biggest contribution to this party happens to be talking his way out of trouble, which has happened on more than one scene so far. So that's pretty awesome.
And the guy with the lowest charisma and comeliness. There's nothing to like about this guy.
And Jen.
Hello, I am Jen. Tonight I am playing Odette of the Lionwood, who will push Thybor out of the way and say, no, let me talk this through and fail my rolls anyway. I am a 4th level druid and looking forward to meeting this lich who I was not here last week. And so
Your
I'm
character
ready.
was just staring off into a daze for,
I was talking to my parrot, dispensing all of my knowledge so that when I die, I can become the parrot. Is really what's going on.
Okay, very cool. People were saying that you are, well, Ferndon was saying that your volumes are a little low, so I boosted everybody up. Hopefully that'll work. No one's in the red, so yeah, there we go. So last time, oh, Dion, you poor.
Not my fault.
Yeah, so you were caught throwing holy water on one of the liches. He was not impressed with your pratfall to make it look like it was a complete accident, and decided to have a little flip through your mind and memories, and basically got the whole gist of what's been going on, who your friends are, what you've been doing, and that this whole thing is a farce. Your reaction, of course, was to jump overboard. Right.
Logical choice.
Yeah, so I think we will use those words that players just hate to hear, and we'll start the game with rolling for initiative. Thyber, since you want to try and talk your way out of this, why don't you roll for initiative for your side?
Technically, I don't know I need to talk my way out of anything yet. I
Correct.
just see,
Yep.
like, what the hell's happening?
All right, give them a 6. Oops, that did not work. Let's try that again. Oh well, give you a 1. Yeah. So the lich so what everyone else sees, not knowing what transpired between NPC and the lich, is that NPC's eyes got real big. She backpedaled and leapt off the boat. The lich yelled out to all of his minions that are on board. If you guys are all in roll 20, looks like you are. You should be seeing the ship with all the figures on it. Basically, he says, subdue them all. So that happened. You go first. Oh, and Grown Wolf also seems to be conveniently missing. He seems to have stepped into a shadow and has disappeared.
So if we all
And,
die, we don't
all-
even get to take Grown Wolf with us.
No,
Yes.
no.
all the guys that were attacking, they're all dead now, correct? Or is there
Yes.
still?
Yeah, they're all dead. The armored
And I can
forms
tell
mounted
that
on the griffins.
The
Yeah, one of
liches were directed at us.
Okay, now one of them did get away. There was one that was kind of trapped outside of the storm that one of the liches brought up to get the fires under control. And that one did get away. But otherwise, everything else that's on the deck is dead, including the griffins. And I'm sorry, Oak, what was the thing you just said?
I was like, can I tell that the liches' orders are directed towards us?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I'll like get my sword at the ready, the two-handed. I'm like, what do you mean apprehend us?
Okay. Words and you going defensive?
Yeah, I'm putting like a sword in front of me to defend myself, but I'm not attacking anything.
Sure. Sounds good. Tristan, what are you doing?
I mean, I guess I make a defensive sort of action as well, then. So, I'll pull out my sword if I didn't already have it out, I forget, and sort of wave it. Don't come near us.
All right. Odette?
I have no clue what's going on, so I would kind of rush over to the edge and look over to where NPC jumped
Right.
off the boat.
And let's find out what NPC is doing.
Oh, NPC, no.
Dion?
I got a swimming roll of.
So are you swimming?
9 versus the water?
Are you swimming
No, no.
away from the boat? Are you diving? What are you doing?
I'm swimming down and getting out of sight and going as far away as I can.
Okay. All right. So, again, are you swimming away? Or are you diving down beneath the water?
Like down
Down
for now,
and-
I
okay.
guess. Yeah.
All right. So their actions. These 3 sailors that were closest to the side that you went off. Basically, 2 of them grab those arbalests, stick them in the mounts, and are loading bolts in it to try and fire at you. One of them already has a crossbow and is going to take a shot at you. I will treat your armor classes a bit higher since you dove, but you're still visible. What's your AC? Normal?
3.
Okay. They came real close as a bolt. Pierces through the water, just flies right by your neck. So that's what those sailors are doing. The ones back here are going through some boxes, pulling out some crossbows. It's going to take them a little bit of time to load up. Out from the captain's area here, the mute, bare-chested barbarians that have their mouths sewn shut all come lumbering out. Liches. Okay, so Fiber, actually all of you, except for NPC. So Fiber, Odette, and Tristan make me save versus spells as they tried to cast Hold Person on all of you. At -1 because they're only trying. Each of them is just casting it on one of you.
It didn't matter. I failed anyway.
Fail. Okay.
So when you say -1, that is
Treat your.
because we're trying to roll higher, equal
Right.
to or higher than
Right.
the number, aren't we? So
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Yeah.
Okay, so Odette's also a fail. Tristan makes it.
Whoa. Whoa.
Tristan. So, like, you see your friends just kind of go rigid, like they're being held by magic. Actually, you see all of the liches kind of wave their hands in the direction of you and your friends. How do you play it off? So you're not held.
God, no, you're all doomed. It's come down to me. Hey, whoa, what's going on? Why are we all doing this?
Okay.
I guess I've got no idea what's going on right now.
Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. Make me a charisma roll.
All right. Yeah. That is definitely not a success.
Okay. In which case, yeah, they're kind of ignoring your. You're trying to say, "Hey, what's going on?" So that's their turn. Next round, only Richard and NPC. NPC, you want to continue to dive?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep going down a bit
Alright.
further.
So again, explain to me: are you going straight down? Are you going away? Are you going under the boat?
Away.
Which direction? Away. Okay.
I'm gonna
You
go
have the
away.
swimming skill. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
What's your constitution?
My con is 15.
Oh, okay. You can hold your breath for a good long time then. Okay, so you've dove and you're swimming away from the boat. Good enough. Richard, these guys up here are loading their crossbows. These barbarians are kind of coming onto the deck here. With what you said last round, one of the liches just points at you and says, "Then stand still. Make no moves."
I'm gonna sheathe my sword. All right. I'll just stand there.
Cool. Dion, you keeping track of the rerolls? Brendan threw us some bits there.
No.
no.
What was it? 100?
Yeah.
So that's 2.
Yep. Or you can combine things to get healing or whatever else from that bank.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah,
So we're at
Tristan, if
12.
you disarm these 3 sailors that were looking overboard for NPC, not seeing him surface, they don't see him below the water anymore. So one of them comes by and basically just binds your hands behind your back.
Oh, I didn't agree to that.
Okay, so what do you want to do about it?
I got my hands up and go, at the moment.
Okay. Again, you're commanded to, you will be bound.
No, I won't. Look,
Okay.
I'm already sheathed my weapons, and look, I'm in service to this guy, and I know you're slavers. And we fought our way out of the last group of. Look, you saw what happened to the last group of people, right? We tried to kill that guy because he
Alright.
tried to screw us over.
I'll give you
Well,
one
I'm
more
not-
charisma check. One more charisma check to see if you can
You got 12
influence
for
him.
rerolls. You can
12
use
rerolls,
4
you
for an
say?
auto success.
Well, I'm gonna roll ordinarily and see what happens.
Mhm.
Oh, the worst I could possibly do.
Yeah, unless you want to
That's
fight
great.
them off, they are going to swarm you and tie you up. Now, if you want to pull out weapons and fight them off, that's another matter.
There's no point doing that.
Okay,
Kristen single-handedly kills all of them. It's like,
yeah. All right. So if
No,
you
I don't
don't
think
draw weapons and they just overwhelm you, all the sailors come down or just pin you down and tie
Does
you
anybody mind if I spend 1 reroll just to
please do.
not fail miserably or fumble at least?
Or how many
Here
is
we go.
for an auto success?
Yeah, how many was it for an auto success?
4.
up. Yeah, 4.
So-
Not on the overlay.
Mhm.
Bert, I have a
Oh, it is on
question. Bert, I have a question for
Sure.
you.
Yep.
A hold person, does that stop me from talking?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Cannot move.
Okay.
Cannot cast.
Okay.
So Richard, did you reroll? Sorry.
I'm going to spend a 1 reroll because
Mm-hmm.
I should be able to do it.
Yeah, there you go.
A 1.
Okay.
That is definitely.
In which case, yeah, they just surround you, and the lich just kind of waves them off. So they're around you, threateningly, but they do not bind you. The rest of you, however, are bound, while you're kind of sitting there frozen, and the lich that kind of just rifled through NPC's mind just tells the shirtless barbarians here basically to pick you up, take you down below. Tristan, since you're the talkative sort, he beckons to the sailors to bring you forward. And again, you're what level are you, by the way?
I'm currently 6.
Okay, good. Anything less than 5th, and you'd be terrified by the lich's visage. But you're made of sterner stuff now, apparently.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like this, it's not quite a skull face. It's the skin is just so tight that it's very skull-like, very pale. The eyes are still there, although you're not quite sure how something that dry-looking actually moves around. He stares at you, and make me save a spell.
No negatives this time?
Ah.
Another success.
Okay. He stops and says, "You're not as easy to read as your friend."
Friend? Who?
He kind of points overboard. It's like, that one. That one was an infiltrator trying to find out about our operations. You were his
If
companions.
she was an infiltrator, she was infiltrating us as well. We only recently picked her up. No knowledge of this. I don't know what the hell
Okay.
is going on there.
Make me a charisma check.
Yeah. Can't you pick something I'm better at, like Dex? Can I use that?
Not
as
unless
my
you've
sort
got
of
if you've got a
tongue?
non-weapon skill that makes you a good orator of some sort.
No, nothing like that.
Okay.
I'm afraid. Oh, dead on.
So that's a crit.
Yeah.
Very well. What is your alignment, Richard?
I
Fortress.
am the chaotic neutral.
Okay.
Or just neutral.
You don't carry the distasteful taint that your friend did. I'm inclined to believe you.
Again, not using that pejorative. Not my friend, alright?
I'm inclined to believe you when we are low on men. We'll see what the master has to say. Go below with your friends. And he just kind of waves
colleagues.
you. You're going to just completely separate yourself from everyone else.
The one who jumped over the side, definitely not my friend. New person here. These people worked with him for a while. Were colleagues.
All right.
Go out from the drink after work, but
yeah,
friends?
No one's forcing you to go. He just points down where your friends were taken and says, "Go with them."
Down we go.
Okay. NPC, your con was actually high enough that if you stay under the entire time, you can possibly hold your breath. By the time you come back up, you are far enough from the ship that no one sees you.
Okay.
Okay. But you are now out in the middle of a bay. It's going to take some tough swimming to get to shore, but all right. So NPC has gotten out free. We will find out what happens to her later. Currently, you should have control of the barbarian Patty on board the ship now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's find out what's going through Patty's mind. So Patty, you are one of the Northmen that have been were enslaved years ago through various eldritch rites. Your strength and has been increased. Your mind has been dulled. Your lips are shown shut. Tongue hasn't been cut out though, so it's still in there. So something happens when you come out, and so you come out of your daze a little bit. So what is it that happens?
I look across the ship and I see a princess, a pure princess of heart, and just something about her and just kind of just blink a couple of times and just kind of stand there for now and just keep playing the part, but she's very much aware of what's going on now.
Okay. Actually, make me a wisdom check.
Okay. Boo, 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 boo. It's not gonna be good. Nope.
Okay, how much did it fail by?
3.
Okay, so your mind is still a bit dulled, but you're starting to be able to think again on your own.
Okay.
All right, good enough. So meanwhile, back in the cabins in which everyone's been put, by the time you guys come out of your the hold spell, Tristan, Well, they're bound. You just the first thing you do is unbind them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Free everybody, make sure.
Right, everyone's fine. No one got hurt. They were held in place right at the beginning, so they weren't roughed up. You guys are able to move freely now. You're in your cabins. It looks like there's some guards on the outside of the door after Tristan, you came in.
We were held, but were we aware of anything else going on?
Absolutely.
Like auditory?
When you're held, you can still see and hear. You just can't move.
You can do things not requiring movement or speech, though.
Yeah.
I don't know what you have to do to invoke a crown.
I was just making sure. It's like, okay, if we're basically frozen, do our eardrums rattle? So can we hear anything?
Yeah, you can see and hear.
Can't you still do psionic stuff?
Yeah, actually, anything that doesn't require what is it called? Is it semantics in this? No, semantics are. So it's verbal, semantic, and material.
Semantic and
So
verbal.
yeah, so semantic. Anything that doesn't require that S in the is in verbal. Can't talk either. But yeah, there you go. So you guys know what happened aboard. You guys are brought back here. Yeah. So Tristan
are they
seems to be
talking?
free and fine.
What did she do?
Jumped
Did
over
you
the
find
side?
Yeah, but that's why they would apprehend us and say that we've been betrayed.
I'm guessing they were trying to do something. They read her mind or something, because they said I wasn't as easy to read as her. I mean, I've no idea where you picked her up from, boss, but apparently she was trying to infiltrate us. And I'm sort
Now,
of
you did
pointing
that
over
with
my
like a
shoulder at the
wink, wink.
door and winking at you. See?
Something always smells off about that one. So I guess we wait, see what happens.
Guess
We're kind of
so.
at the mercy of our employers.
All right. Hours go by. The light dwindling outside. You've been left alone without food. There was water aplenty in your cabins to begin with. Meals had been brought to you prior. When the last of the light goes down in the sky, Dion. Generally, other people would be in charge of bringing food to prisoners. You volunteer this time.
Mm-hmm.
So you're bringing a plate of food to them.
Mm-hmm.
Sailors outside
bring
let
them-
you in. So yeah, so one of these mute barbarians enters the room with a tray loaded down with meats, breads, cheeses, small cask of ale.
I put it all through, and then I look over at Odette, and I reach back and I pull out a couple of pebbles that are small and like perfectly polished round, and I kind of put them in a little pile, and I just kind of shuffle back a bit and just go away awkwardly. Just
Okay.
Thank you. I have rocks now. I eat the rocks. No, I don't. No, I don't.
All right. So you've been brought food. You still have some sailors
Pebbles.
standing outside of your door. Other than that, you're still being left alone.
Wait, are we in our own individual cells, or are we all together?
All together. This is basically just a crew chamber where there's hammocks, and
I go over and I'm like, I got these pebbles. And I show them to everybody. Like, I have pebbles now. Let's
So
kill
you're gonna have,
someone.
like, rocks instead of animals.
Let's kill someone with these. Right?
And what can they do? Are they magical peppers?
I don't know. We have projectiles now. We're adventurers. We're like the
mean-
MacGyvers of
Have,
medieval times.
quick, stop a nuclear reactor with these.
have they actually disarmed us?
No, you still have
Oh,
all your
so
weapons.
I just show you, like, I got arrows. They're better than pebbles.
That's fair. They haven't Why haven't they disarmed us? Why do I have these pebbles?
Because they know that we weren't in on whatever that person who leapt over the side was in on. Wink, wink,
Oh.
wink.
You have something in your eye. Is it another pebble? Can I take this?
If it is, you can have it.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
So you guys are given
Perfect.
roughly an hour to eat. Afterwards, one of the liches comes to the door, doesn't step into the room, just looks at all of you and just says, "Come." Turns around, walks to the center of the boat, and again that corpulent mass of whatever that runs this ship, sitting on his palanquin again, looking out at all of you. This time he has a rod. It looks like it's an iron rod with a large metal hand that's grasping a ruby on the end. He's got this in his hand. He's playing around with it. He looks at all of you. He points the rod at Thiber and says, "This is your crew, correct?"
Correct.
Explain the one that jumped over the side. What did
I
it
have
know?
no idea why that one jumped over the side. We were fighting the enemies that were attacking us. The next thing I know, one of my crew jumps overboard and you're apprehending me. I have no idea what's going on.
Its mind was red. It was an infiltrator. What did it know?
Well, it knew, and I'll go through the list of basically people we've, quote, worked for to get to here.
Do you hold back anything?
I'm not getting into details. I'm being truthful enough to hopefully pass as not being lying, but I'm not wanting to give stuff away that could damn the rest of us.
Give me a wisdom check.
Wisdom is 10. Yep, it's a high success.
Okay. Yeah, you don't trip up anything. You tell him exactly what you intend to, with nothing that really leaves any avenue for miscommunication in there. He nods and says, "Very good. None of the rest of you have the stink of that one. We still have need of a crew. Our bargain is still in effect." He looks at you, Thiber.
Agreed. And if you find another one that should be a betrayer, hold it and let me kill it myself.
He shrugs. "Very well. You're free to go where you wish on the ship." All right. Again, Dion, you're part of the 4-man crew that picks up his palanquin, takes him back underneath.
Alright. What's a palanquin?
Like a litter.
Yeah.
Did you see 300?
Yeah.
You
You
get on a
know
seat, the chair goes up.
Yeah, the
Oh,
God
okay.
Emperor, then he's being
So
carried by, yeah, one of those.
Okay. I
Best
left
used
it
when carried by
and all
burly,
that.
oiled up men. That's, yeah.
Don't be oiled up, you'll drop it.
Kind of. I'm
Drop it.
kind of like peacocking. I'm like flexing a little, you know. Just
One of the
showing
brutes
off
is showing a bit
slightly,
more
subtly.
personality than the rest. All right, good enough.
I
So
kind of just look at Odette as I go by, like,
Why is that oiled up man looking at me?
She wants your pebbles.
Just gave them to me.
Kind of elbow you and chuckle. That one likes you.
I throw a pebble at him.
At the one carrying the boss.
Yes.
Yeah, carrying the boss, and you miss and hit the boss and start a whole bunch of shit. I grab your wrist before you throw that.
Ah.
Think about what you're doing first.
Nice. Well, you guys are left on the deck with just a few sailors that are out to maintain things. Again, your essentially darken the water, no lights, everything, just so that you're not detectable. The person at the tiller is again that odd undead guy. At least you think he's undead because, um, yeah, it's a sailor. Um, I'm sorry. I'm getting my modules confused, like we often do with BX in this one. So there's one old sailor that is manning the till in the back, and he also has that look about him that he's not quite human, but may not be undead, something in between. But he seems to be able to navigate just fine by what little starlight. There's very little moon above now, and again, you guys are effectively dark in the water. All the lights have been extinguished. Yeah, but you are left to your own devices.
Keep to our own and in our chambers as much as possible, unless summoned to do elsewise. Just to out of sight, out of mind, stay out of trouble.
Okay. Very good. Dion, if you
Suggest it to the rest. What everybody wants to do, I don't know.
Dion, your character can come above board whenever you feel like you want to, or if you want to. You have no other tasks that you're needing to do after you take the fat man downstairs.
Right. I'm gonna come up board and like grab a broom and pretend to be working and just slowly sweep closer to Odette.
I'm like, why are you sweeping dust under my feet? What are you doing?
I stop and throw the broom overboard.
Sort of like walk away. I'm like, okay. I'm like,
Just mumbles because he can't talk.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. All right. So the few of the sailors that are aboard are doing. Some of them are like just fishing off the edge. There's very few of them, just enough to maintain the sails if anything happens. Most of them are giving you guys a pretty wide berth. You're higher than them. I mean, these are all slaves that are working the ship. But again, if you don't have anything you want to do, we can just cut scenes. But if there is anything you want to work out or do, go right ahead.
I think I'm good unless y'all got something.
We use the ion stones. They circle around our head, aren't
Yep.
they? They're obvious.
They're obvious, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's a shame. So I was just thinking we got that one which stops commands, etc. So yeah, never mind. I guess.
They're useful, but they are very obvious. So anything? No?
they have any animals on this ship?
Other than ones that you brought, and no, actually, this ship is suspiciously lacking in any rats. Generally, you're always going to find some rats on board. Nothing.
I got AFK, just said, got to take the wife's medicine.
How am I gonna make a rat king if I can't find a single rat?
Yeah, so nothing.
Could I
And,
talk with the sailors? Are there sailors like? Are they open to talking to us? Like,
Sure.
are they
Yeah,
all okay? I
they
would
won't-
ask.
They won't talk to you first because, again, they're slaves, so, and you guys kind of outrank them. But
Can't I like order them to talk to me?
you can just talk to them. They're just not going to initiate it themselves.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I go over and I ask one of the sailors. I say like, where are the rats? This ship is very clean.
You'll find no rats aboard this vessel, your ladyship. The robed ones, they seem to eat them. Very unsanitary. Not the best food.
Oh. Are we gonna call them the Rat Pack?
If your ladyship,
You're Tristan.
I think that's maybe a bad
Tristan
idea.
hears and throws me overboard. Okay. I would like search my knowledge and be like, what types of people eat rats?
Oh well,
What
I
would
mean,
I think?
yeah, you already know that they're some form
know
of
they're
undead.
undead.
Yeah.
Are there particular types, or do all undead eat rats? I actually don't know this. Meta knowledge wise, I have no idea.
Yeah, most undead don't need to eat at all.
Okay, so would there be like, so that would ring suspicious, right?
Hmm?
Okay, so would there be? Can I roll for brains?
You can make me an intelligence check.
Okay. Oh crap. I'm looking to beat a 14 or to girl under a 14. Nope.
Yeah.
I think they're undead and a new breed of undead.
Yep.
Okay.
And again, the way that they look, I mean, they still have skin. The skin is just very tight to their faces. There's almost like no
Shrink wrapped.
Yeah, almost no fat beneath it. So they definitely look very skeletal, but there's still living tissue on them. At least it seems to be.
Okay. Okay.
Anything else you wanted to ask or do? I mean, most of the sailors are just, like I said, some of them are just fishing. Looks like their duty is just to be on board in case something happens.
Where is the person who was following me around?
Probably just finding something else to do on the deck.
Yeah.
After he's thrown his broom over the side.
I'm picking up a barrel and putting it back down, and picking up a barrel and moving it and putting it back down.
It's the same barrel.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the same barrel.
I would kind of just be like watching him a little bit because I remember him like following me around a little.
Mm-hmm.
Be like,
We lock eyes and I just drop the barrel. And I duck under the barrel.
Yep.
oh no.
You are now like fully in control of your own faculties. Since you kind of shook off the spell earlier, you've been just slowly regaining yourself. So things are still a little like you're still feeling things out a little bit, but you're completely in control of yourself now.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else? Nope.
I'm good.
I just hide behind the barrels until she looks away.
I look away.
Okay.
I like go back below deck. Shuffle really quickly.
All right, so what happens is there's like another night of this. You guys are just going further out into the middle of the ocean. You're out of Woolly Bay entirely now. During the day, you run as normal, but during the night, no lights at all. Sometime during the next night, you feel like the boat is definitely kind of tacking back towards land. And you guys...
I
Go
thought
ahead.
we were already going towards land. I thought that's why we were attacked.
No, you guys were actually leaving Woolly Bay. You were heading out of the bay, and you were attacked.
Yeah, we had swung out to
Yeah.
sea, and I thought we're coming back towards.
Yeah, so that's you're making more like you feel the ship kind of tacking in
Tracking.
more, and so that night, the ship you're seeing land early into the night, and just somewhere around middle of the night or so, you guys make landfall in this bay here. If you guys can see where I'm pinging it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you just kind of took this big course out and came back in. Generally a boat will just hug the coastline and not take as much time as this, but for some reason the boat went far out into the ocean, swung back around, came in. It's late night. Everyone is collecting on the top of the boat now, and you're told, okay, we have cargo that we need to move ashore. It's going to be a trip of 2 days. We need to keep the cargo alive. We need to make as good as time as possible. We'll move during the night. During the day, we'll sleep and rest.
Why?
So it's one of the sailors that's telling you this as they're getting everything moving. So it's best to not be seen, of course.
Right, okay. You don't have places here that Okay, right.
Yep.
Understood.
So some of the sailors are helping pack up supplies. There is some like mountain climbing gear that looks like it's being collected as well. Hooks, grapples, harnesses. Not sure why, but some of that is being put together.
I go over and take a look at that because that is one of my non-weapon proficiencies.
Oh, nice.
Mountaineering.
Okay. That's definitely gear that you would be using to do some pretty severe climbing.
Oh, where are we
Pitons,
going?
hammers. Same sailor, since you seem to be talkative tonight. He doesn't seem to mind. He's like, well, sometimes the pass is open, sometimes it's not. Sometimes there are avalanches.
Can't take all of these people up a mountain. I mean,
Can and have. Can and have.
how many do you lose?
Well, there is a certain amount of loss of cargo. It's understood.
I mean, surely there's got to be a better way to do it. Are we delivering them to somewhere on the top of a mountain?
Don't rightly know. We can go back with the boat after this. I've never actually journeyed inland, just heard the stories. There's some fortress up there, high in the mountains.
So are the rest of you good at mountaineering?
Us? No. No. We be sailors, I'm afraid. The folks that you're going to be accompanying, there are some that are good with that. Those big burly men will be going along with you. They're very good. Very good with the mountains, I hear. That's where they were taken from, anyway.
Okay, all right.
All right. So, none of the liches go with you. 5 of the large barbarian types, that includes your character Dion, are part of the caravan. A few more we'll call them senior slaves, are with you, and you've got a train of about 30 slaves that you're needing to get, apparently somewhere into the mountains.
It will let everybody else know that, hey, we're apparently going mountaineering, so, you know, if you can, I wonder what animals we've got in the mountains that might be good to talk to.
Go!
I would probably know, right?
Yeah.
I have animal lore, so I
Yeah.
should know.
Yeah. There's goats
get
all over
lizards?
these mountains.
There's goats in them, they're hills.
Yeah. Yes, there are.
Odette, did you have your lizards?
Yes. Yeah, you have
Yeah,
your
They're
should
going to
lizards.
do
help
well on the
pretty good.
mountains.
Birdo and Yoshi, let's go!
They're not going to do well on the mountains. I mean, lizards are cold-blooded, right?
They were
And,
they were born in the mountains.
were they?
I don't
Oh,
actually
okay.
know. Would I?
Well, you know that they like to climb cavern walls as they rode, the walls of the Underdark, so they should be just fine.
Can I retcon that while I've been gone, I've been knitting a sweater for each of them? Knitting tiny sweaters.
Little knitted sweaters, right.
my
For all your
lizards
animals.
to wear.
So we know that they're yours.
I have a question.
Sure.
What type of terrain have I been in
You
the most
decide.
in the past month?
Oh, in the past month?
Yeah.
You've mostly been on board a ship in the last month.
Okay, so like ocean. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Just want to make sure that's good. That takes note of a lot of my abilities for like tracking and navigation and stuff. Okay.
So one of, the leader of the caravan comes up to you, nods his head and says, I understand you have an agreement with the boss. He looks over at you, Thyber. This is for your group. Hands a pouch of coins to you. Compensation for your help. We need to take this lot through a mountain pass. With any luck, the pass will still be free. This time of year, it's very unusual to have rockfall, but if not, we're going to have to climb that mess. We got gear for that. Your job is to just keep everyone safe. Keep keep the cargo alive, as many as we can get. 2-3 days of your
Sounds
time. After that, you're free to go. There'll be other work if you're interested, but that'll end this agreement.
Very well. Let's get it done.
Okay. You guys head off. It's still, it's still full dark. He explains to you on the way. His name's Arn, A-R-N. He has done this many times. He knows the pass well. He knows the mountains well. He tells you that there is a fortress high in the Pomarsh that acts as a base. There's many connecting tunnels to the Underdark and otherwise across the continent from there. And they use it as their primary, hub where they take in cargo and distribute it as needed. He's talking to you, Thyber, so you want to make me an intelligence roll? Okay.
Nope.
Yep.
That's a
Yeah, so make
got a
that make of that what you will. So you got this train of cargo. You guys are the bulk of the protectors of the train. So you've got Arn that's basically leading you. He knows the way. There are 5 of these barbarians, including your character Dion, and just a few, like half a dozen other people that are carrying like food, water, supplies. Okay. So heading out into the night. Who actually has night vision other than Thyber? That's what I thought.
My
All right.
lizards.
All right, Thyber, so it's up to you to protect the cargo. So how do you tell people, you're giving control of the people that are with you other than Arn, who's going to be in the front, trailblazing. So you've got 6 more of the slavers and you guys, and the 5 barbarians.
I would use whatever tactical knowledge I would have if I've ever been a part of such, dividing everybody out. Probably the fewest on the sides with the most at front and back. Divide people out.
Okay. Arn tells you that we have to make a quick march. We got here a little later than was intended. We have a place that we can overday in, and we need to make it there before the light comes. So it's going to be a hard march to get there in time. And you just follow me.
You heard the man. Double time. Let's move it.
Okay. You guys march through the night. Everybody make me con rolls. Not you, Dion.
Yep.
Richard and Jen.
Success. High success.
Odette,
no.
you're probably riding on one of your lizards, though, right?
I am.
Okay, yeah, you don't worry about it then. You're fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Saved
The train
by Yoshi.
terrain starts off in just low rocky hills, and then there is a definite incline. There is a path. It's not much of one, but there is a path that continues to wind up through the mountain. This path would actually be very hard to see from below unless you knew it was here. It looks like this has been just made over time, over a very long time, is what it seems like. You push on. The Arn is setting a pretty good pace. That's what that con roll was for. Everyone is able to keep up just fine, though. The cargo looks like they might have been drugged, as nobody is really resisting, and they all seem to be a lot more fit than you would expect them to be. So you see the cave just as the first lights of day start to come up, and Arn looks at you, Thyber, and says, takes him in, go in first, make sure we don't have any surprises. Occasionally a bear or other creatures take up residence. Got to make sure it's clear.
We'll do. I'll call up my people and that one there, and I'll point at the slave.
All right, good enough. Head into the cave again. You're the only one with dark vision, so does the rest of you take any light? Do you light torches, anything?
No.
So they have torches ready to spark them if you need them, but I'll take the lead and I'll call out a warning.
Okay.
If
Which
need be.
case, Thiber, roll me a d6.
Then I'll go at least 15 foot in front of everybody.
Why?
You are not surprised. You hear ahead of you kind of a snuffling sound of claw and stone, and you have everybody kind of hold, and you kind of look with your infravision. There's a bear and cubs in here. Very
Cubs, you say?
large bear with several cubs.
And like Odette, this is your territory. There's a bear and a cub.
Cubs,
Or-
you say?
Cubs, yeah.
Oh, mama. Okay.
Sounds like they're awake, having been disturbed by the sound outside.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I would like to can I see the mama bear?
No, you cannot see in the dark unless you've got a spell that allows you to.
You know what? I don't know enough of I don't know of a spell that I have that allows me to do that.
Don't you have fairy fire?
Oh, I do. I do. But isn't that gonna... Okay. I launched fairy fire at it.
Yeah. Sure, you just have Thiber kind of point to where the thing is. So you halo the bear in light. Okay, yeah, so you see a very large mama bear, 3 cubs.
How
looks
far
like
away
they've
am I?
just recently denned in here. Let's find out. Oh, 90 feet for spell purposes. Everybody can see this now.
Oh, if it's 90 feet, then I guess I would have. No, it has to be. I wasn't close enough.
Oh,
to cast it.
what's the range on fairy
80
fire?
feet.
80.
80
we'll
feet is
we'll
the
call
range.
it 80 then. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hit it at 80.
Okay. I lean over to Thiber and I say, I have to be right up against this thing to cast animal friendship.
That should prove fun.
Do you
I
have
have
the
it.
non-weapon proficiency like animal handling?
I do.
Okay. The bear is agitated and is definitely trying to protect its young.
Oh.
Just so you know.
Could I try to calm the bear?
Yeah. Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Make me a charisma check and tell me what you're doing.
So I'm doing that thing that like Disney princesses do. Where like they walk up to a creature, I'm gonna die. They walk up to a creature and they put their hand out and they're like, it's okay. It's okay. And I basically, you know what? Oh, fuck it. I'm just gonna speak with animals.
Okay, gonna do that
I'm just
instead.
gonna cast speak with animals. I'm not
Sure.
gonna do that. I'm gonna speak with animals.
Okay.
Let me find speak with animals. So it's I have to get 40 feet away from it. So
Okay,
I
so
move
yeah,
up.
then I definitely want that charisma roll first then with the animal
Okay.
handling.
Okay. So I'm looking for something under an 18. Whew,
Got
that
it.
was close.
It allows
That
you
was
to
good.
approach within 40. I mean, you use all your training as to, what to do with an animal that's, in this position where they're backed up and they're, protecting its young. So, come forward, not move too fast. You're moving very slow, but you get within 40.
Yeah. So I cast animal friendship.
Okay.
Or sorry, speak with animals.
Okay.
And as I cast, it allows me. What is the alignment of the bear?
Neutral.
It will help me. It will help me now. So I would talk with it and say like, why are you hiding in this cave?
So this is all filtered through the speak with animal spells. Basically, she's like, have you seen Bob out there? Bastard was supposed to be back with food hours ago.
Bob?
And what's all those bad smells out there? Smells like a bunch of humans. They're
Sorry.
tasty too.
Wait, hold on. Who's Bob?
That's my
Who's
mate.
Bob? Oh,
Probably stepping out with me on that hussy next door.
You should leave him and come join us.
I've got cubs
We'll
to
raise-
feed.
We'll raise your cubs and we'll take care of them. How many are there? What are their names?
There's 3 cubs. It's like, we're hungry.
How? Just a question. How would you feel about me raising one of your cubs?
Well, that's highly inappropriate. I mean, they're just
Hypothetical.
children.
Hypothetical. I've raised lots of animals. I gesture to my very happy giant lizards.
I mean, eventually they're going to grow up, and the male here is going to, probably kill my husband for supremacy, and he's of course going to mate with the 2 girls back here eventually. But
Can I take the male and stop that from happening? Like, I feel like there's a mutually beneficial situation that we could get ourselves into here.
well, I mean, we're really hungry, and maybe I should talk this over with my, my mate.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. I think, how long does that spell last?
Oh, it lasts 2 rounds per level, so this thing is
Yeah. So like you can
lasting
have
a
this
long
conversation, but you can't make it agree to go with you, and the spell's over, and it can't communicate with you anymore.
Can
You'll
I
have to do
walk
something
up to
further.
it? Can I walk
Yeah,
up to it?
absolutely.
It lets me walk up to it?
Yeah.
I cast animal friendship.
Okay, now on the cub or on the mother?
On the mama. Yeah.
Okay. All
On
right.
the mama. It's a it's just a saving throw.
Yeah. Okay. That's a
Make
failure.
save versus
That's a
bear.
huge fail. Okay. So what happens to the bear?
First of all, we'd like to pass through here normally, but I would like it to come with us now.
Ooh.
I'm gonna save it
Okay.
and its cubs.
Okay. It reminds you they haven't eaten in some time.
Let's go find it some food.
Yeah, its mate's missing. Was supposed to bring back a kill.
Its
Been
mate's probably
hours.
dead. Its mate's probably dead.
Okay. All right. So
It's bear's
the
our
bear will.
responsibility.
I mean, yeah, the bear will do what you want it to do. She just reminds you that her and the cubs haven't eaten in some time, and boy, does that mess of humans outside the cave smell tasty.
So question. Mess of humans. As I'm still kind of talking to the bear mama, because I can still talk to her for a
Mhm.
little bit longer, I would be like, can you attack certain people and not others?
Well, I mean, y'all pretty much look the same to me, but yeah, I suppose so.
Okay. I turn to Thybor and I say, do we want to kill the slavers?
No,
I do
not
it.
yet.
Okay. And I pat the mama bear on the side and I ask her what her name is because I can talk to her now.
Bertha.
Bertha! Birdie, listen. Listen to me, Birdie. I'm gonna get you some food. Not immediately, but I'm gonna get you some food.
Okay.
You and your babies.
Here's how this is gonna work. They are starving, so if you're not immediately alleviating that, I'm gonna have them make a check to see if they can keep from just tearing into your people out there. Unless you want to make it so that there aren't people out there when they come out. Up to you.
I would tell Cyber, I'd be like, listen, you're gonna have to clear out some space because this little lady, and I'm on Bertha's back at this point.
Mhm.
I'm like, this little lady and her babies are very hungry.
You switch from lizard
Well,
riding to
if
bear
you,
riding.
Bring them some food. Will that appease it?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'll turn back, move back away from the cave, and Arn, we need to find some food. My companion can speak with animals, a talent of hers.
All right.
It's a bear cubs, and she wants food. We get her out without any problem.
I shout, I hope there isn't an accident that happens
Yeah, if we
that
don't
results
want one
in
of
food.
All right. So Arn will look over at the barbarians and Dion, does your character have any ability at tracking and hunting?
I have basic necessary skills for survival in the wild, including hunting, small
Yeah.
animal trapping, food gathering, shelter building, blah blah blah, in familiar terrain. Unfamiliar if I've been exposed to it for a month or more.
Okay, so this will be. Okay, I'll tell you what. We'll just do it as a minus. So he tells you to go and collect some food fitting for an animal. All right. So you hop up into the mountains. Give me a d20 roll.
Alright. Wha-pow.
Okay. You catch sign of some mountain goats.
Okay.
Right. I'm just going to make this short. You're able to track a couple down. You kill a few goats. You come back with goats over your shoulders, one on each. Drop it down at the front of the cave.
Yep. I back up.
There you go, lady.
Say to Birdie, I was like, you and your cubs can eat thanks to this person that you should not eat.
Right. All right. So you get the bears out of the cave. Cargo and all the men you're with go inside. I tell you that we should alternate a watch on the outside in case anybody comes through. It's unlikely, but as you saw a few days ago, there are aerial troops in the region that are on the lookout for us.
And I look at Odette and like, maybe your friend here can help. And I look at the bear. She can keep watch. We'll give more food.
Looks up with its maw covered in blood. Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, I would nestle up with the bear cubs. They're my new friends.
All right. Well, after they're freshly fed and daylight is approaching, they're active. They want to go. They want to go out. They want to be on the hunt.
They want to go be on the hunt?
They want to go beyond the hunt. Yes. So you cast animal friendship on the mama, not the cubs. So
Can't she get her children in line?
Well, yeah, she's telling you they want to go out. This is our time where we're out and about.
Oh my god. I spend
Gotta go
another
find my
3 of
mate
spells.
too.
I spent another 3 spells casting animal friendship on the 3 cubs. Oh, my god. Okay?
You
I
blow
now
all
have
your
4
spells for the day.
bears. I now have 4
Wow.
4 bears, 4 bear cubs.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So you're out of spells.
Oh no, I only have to survive for another hour without spells.
Yeah. All right. What are you doing for setting up anything, Fiber?
If it's just the cave, I'll set a rotation between one of our people, one of their people, to watch the entrance if it's small enough, and then however many hours rotate out amongst us.
Okay. Sounds good.
Just so you know, Bert, I'm not actually out of spells. Just so you know, I still
Okay.
have 3 second level spells and 2 third level spells.
All right. So what'll happen is after you rest for the day, you sleep and get up, you can pray for your spell slots to come back. And it looks like the time, actually that's first. Hold on. I could give you an evening one too.
And I technically still have 1 first level spell as well.
Day passes without any incident at all. Night comes, and just as soon as the sun is out, Arn gets everyone moving again. He tells you that it's going to be about a 3-hour hike to where the pass begins. Hopefully the pass will be clear, and it won't take us much longer from there. So you start off 3 bears and 2 lizards and
4 bears! 4 bears!
4 bears,
Mama
2
says
lizards. What else do you have with you?
A parrot.
A parrot. All right.
I let
Yeah.
the pterodactyls go. I let
Right.
the pterodactyls go, so they're gone.
You have my egg.
Oh,
Do I
and an
still have
egg.
the egg?
And an egg. Yeah, it's
You
You
back
had
somewhere.
the egg. I let you have it.
I still have
Wow.
the egg.
Yeah, so this is menagerie following Odette. So you guys travel on several hours, and then you come to the pass. And unfortunately, yeah, the pass is filled with boulders, rock. It looks like it fell from the cliffside above and then smashed under several of these boulders. You see an enormous bear quite dead.
I ask,
Give
did
it
you
to
like him
them.
a lot? Did you really like him, Birdie?
She goes over, sniffs a bit, and it's like, yeah. That was Bob.
Are you hungry?
Yeah, if you made them stay all day, yeah, they're starving. They're not going to eat Bob, though.
They won't eat Bob?
They
Are
won't
bears
eat
not
Bob.
carnivorous?
They're
Or
not going
bears
to eat
not...
Bob. Nope.
Oh, okay. They're not cannibalistic.
No.
Okay. Okay. Well,
So,
I
Arn,
perform a funeral rite for Bob because I know, because of animal lore. I
right.
play a song on a bagpipe because I imagine bears like bagpipes. I don't know.
Just carrying around
Brave
bagpipes
was
now.
about bears, so yeah, I would say they like bagpipes.
Yeah, there you go.
Anyway,
Can't-
Arn
Yes.
breaks out mountain climbing gear. You guys are going to have to go over the debris very carefully because he tells you it might shift beneath you. We might start another landslide. So we're going to have to be very careful. A few of us are going to have to trail break first before the cargo goes over. So Arn's going to go first, but does anyone else want to go with him? He wants at least one other person tied off to each other just in case one of you falls.
I mean, I learned how to climb mountains, so. if
Very
nobody
good.
else wants to
Yep.
go-
Sounds like a custom thing.
Gives you the harness, gives you the tools, and Tristan and Arn, you guys take point and go. Make me a dex check, Richard. Failing
I
is
would
not necessarily be bad. Jen, sorry.
I would probably also put the slaves onto the backs of Yoshi and Birdo.
Yeah, they actually can transfer up to 5 at a time, and they're fine going
Oh.
over rocks.
Okay, cool. And then I'd probably put the bear cubs on the back of one of the other one then, if I can get 5 at a time.
Yeah, they can get a cub at a time on the back.
Okay,
Though
yeah.
the lizard is not very happy with having a bear on its back, but okay.
It's unlikely friendship. It's the beginning of a movie.
Right. Okay. Both you and Arn are able to safely get over the boulders. You find where it's still some of it's unsteady. You mark it, and you've made a trail that you seem to.
Sorry, I haven't even rolled.
You didn't roll your dex?
No.
Oh, I thought that was your 3.
That's your roll.
Oh, that's my 3. Yeah. Okay. Let's
I was
have
just
your
going to
roll.
ask if mountaineering factors into this in any way. Does it give me a bonus? I don't suppose.
Oh no, this is allowing you just to do it. I just want the
All
dex
right,
roll
okay.
to see something else.
Yeah, that's fine. I make it.
Yeah, you're both fine. You find the best route possible that it's not going to shift and it's not going to cause another fall to happen. It is a little difficult, but it seems to work. So Odette, do you want to transfer all the cargo across by lizard, or do you just do some?
I would ask like Thyber what he thinks about that, and if he like how he would like to. I would say my Yoshi and Birdo are hardy. They can help. I can ride Birdie over. Like we can get across much easier.
How much distance is this? Something we can make multiple trips, or does it need to all be done at once?
It would have to be multiple trips because the lizards can only take 5 at a time.
Yeah, I would say let's get the slaves over. Leave your cubs here. We'll get them last.
The cubs can also try and follow. They probably are going to just be better than the people who we'd like to liberate. I don't know. I feel weird calling them slaves. I don't like it.
That's why I've been using the word cargo. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, good enough. So actually, everything goes well. Except as the last bits are going across, one of the boulders does shift, causing your lizard to kind of dump the 5 that are on its back. The lizard scrambles up and is able to get purchased, but those 5 go sliding down the mountainside. So, reaction, Fiber, we're back there supervising everybody moving. What do you want to do?
Were they not tied off to the lizard?
Yes, but it looks like it snapped. So they slid off the back, but they are tied to each other, and they look like they're about to take a header down the side of the mountain.
Are they within reach to grab anything, or is it just like yelling?
Give me a luck check.
Them?
High or low?
Always low. Nope.
Not within easy reach of you, anyway. What do you want to do?
Right. I'll just be yelling out to like grab whatever you can to eat. The group of them.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Okay. Some of them are able to grab to like get their fists rammed into like cracks and stones and are able to kind of bring the whole group to a halt. So they're dangling off the side of a sheer drop on the mountain. Um, Three of them manage to halt their fall, and two of them are just kind of dangling by chains. It's very precarious, but they've stopped the group from just completely going off the side of the mountain.
Odette, get that lizard over there.
I try to redirect Birdo over to, like, very gently pick up one of the cargo in her mouth and slowly drag them up.
You'd be like a chameleon type lizard. You just have that giant tongue that lashes out and grabs them.
Yeah. One of that team does suffer a little bit of damage because you can only grip so softly with a rows of serrated teeth in your mouth, but does manage to pull them back over. After that, everyone else is able to go through just fine. You've got one more cave that you're stopping off in the night, but this one's kind of like it's a rock arc, and so like it's open at both ends, so you can clearly see there's nothing in there. And so everybody just kind of piles in, and you're going to stay the day again. You should reach your destination after a few hours tonight. So again, you guys set up same sort of watch, that sort of thing.
Yep, standard
Okay.
rotation.
So unless
there's
you
one
want to do anything, if you want a scene, otherwise, something does happen during the day. So I'm going to just roll randomly to see who's on watch for you guys. So Odette, you're on watch. It's late into the afternoon. There's something in the sky. You were on board the ship when this happened earlier.
Uh-huh.
Where there was a griffins with
Yeah.
armored forms on the back that had attacked
Love
the
it.
ship that you were on.
Perfect.
It's far enough in the sky that you can't tell if that's what that is or not, but there's something very large in the sky, not directly over you, seems to be quite a bit of ways, but you do spot it in the sky. What do you do, if anything?
Do I think it notices us?
Judging by it's not circling back and it seems to be going away from you instead of toward you, you don't think so? Again, it'd be very hard to spot you guys from the sky because you've got this kind of rock arc above you.
I would probably make note of which direction it's flying and like
Okay.
which direction I think it came from.
Sure.
I wouldn't do anything though to mess with it.
Looks like you saw it kind of off to the east, and we made this kind of lazy arc, and it's heading back north away from you.
What do I know about griffins?
Well, they're very intelligent creatures, so they're not of animal intelligence. That's greater than
Yeah.
animal intelligence.
Okay, so they're not. I
yeah.
wouldn't. I don't have animal lore against them. Okay. I would make note whenever everybody wakes up. I would say, so I'm pretty sure the same griffin that flew over the ship just flew over us again. I don't know if it's searching for us. It doesn't. It seems like it's just flying around. So we should be careful because this thing
Arn,
looks
do you have
pretty
any kind
beastly.
of spyglass or anything?
Odette, did you wait till your shift was over, or did you wake people?
Probably would have woke Thyber
Okay, in
because
which case,
Thyber's
yes.
been acting as our. Yeah.
Arn will hand you a
Is it
spyglass.
nighttime?
Not yet. Not yet.
Okay. Yeah, I'll ask him if he has spyglass
Yep.
or anything.
Arn hands you a spyglass.
I hand it to Odette, or if she can point it out, I'll look.
Yeah.
Whichever one she knows what she's looking for.
Yeah, you think it's the rider that got away. It's definitely a knight on the back of a griffin.
Does it appear to be like searching or just traveling?
It's just kind of lazily going to the north now. According to Odette, it came in from the east, kind of did a glide, and just headed on north. Doesn't seem to be in a
Looks
big
like
hurry that you can tell.
I'll hand the spyglass back to Arm. Like, looks like the one that got away from us on the ship. Doesn't appear to be in a hurry, so we need to be careful.
Okay. Everyone's fed. Everyone's checked for any wounds. After that, you head off again once night falls. And a few hours in, about 3 hours in, you're going steadily higher elevation. You reach a plateau, and there's like high, almost canyon-like sides to this path. And then just suddenly, you're on top of a plateau. And in front of you is, it looks like it's a fortress that's been cut into the side of a mountaintop. So from the air, you would just see mountaintop. You would have to be standing right here on this plateau to be able to see it. There are several guards on the outside. There are no fires burning that you can see. No lanterns, no torches. And Arn kind of hustles you in that way. Everybody make me a wisdom check, including you, Dion. Actually, no, Dion, you don't need to make a wisdom check. Just let me see what everybody else gets first.
Not me.
Okay, Odette, that's probably good. Richard? Nope, only Odette.
Nah, not
So,
me.
Arn seems to be going from each of the half dozen men that were with you, providing supplies, providing help. Arn seems to be going to each one of them. He ends up talking to the group of the barbarians. You don't know what to make of it, but he's like distinctly talking to his group of people and leaving your group out of whatever's being discussed.
I would bring this to the attention of Thyber and say, it looks like they're having a team meeting and they haven't included the most important part of the team.
Okay.
Does
So
anything looks suspicious when she says that?
right now he's just in conversation with the 5 barbarians. It breaks up pretty quick. I'm sorry?
Okay. I would say if they're talking for a while, I'll casually walk over there and like, so is this the place? What's up?
So you're walking towards them. It kind of breaks up. One of them stays. That's your character, Dion. The rest of them go and are basically ushering the cargo into the fortress. And as you come up Thybar, Arn turns and he pulls out a small bag of coins, maybe, from his pocket and says, "Well, job well done. No one died. We're going to get full value from this lot. This is where we make a parting." And he goes to hand you the gemstones. Actually, you can see the pouch is open now, and it looks like there's some rubies and emeralds in there. A gift. An extra pay for a job well done. Thyber, roll me a d6.
This is where he stabbed you with a poison dagger.
Okay. Yeah, you're not surprised. So as he's going to give you the pouch, you hold your hand out. He like definitely has a dagger out in his other hand as he lunges for you. As you, right.
Yes.
So Dion, your instructions were to stay here with Arn and to make sure this Thyber character is dead. The rest of the group will be handled by others from archers within, on which you're told. Okay, Thyber, you're not surprised. You were kind of wary about what was going on, so roll a d6 for your side.
Yeah, I'm getting used to this deals going south all the time.
Yeah.
Double cross.
Yeah, I mean, they just took you to their super secret stronghold, and they were just going to let you walk? Okay, it's a simultaneous, which weapon speed matters. So dagger is very fast.
Yep, dagger's gonna go before my two-hander.
Yeah, dagger's very fast. You're casting this round
From the back of a bear, yes.
Okay, that's fine. What are you casting?
I'm casting Entangle.
Entangle. How many segments does Entangle take?
Entangle takes 3 segments.
Okay, that dagger's going to go first. All right, so he's going to get his attacking with the dagger. Although, Dion, what do you want to do?
How many enemies are around us currently?
Well, right now it's just you, Arn, and Thyber. The rest of Thyber's group is further away, and the rest of your barbarian friends and the group that you're working for are helping to get the cargo into the fortress. So your orders were to make sure this Thyber character dies. But you have free control of your character. Yeah.
I look over at Odette, look over at my boss, look at Odette, look at the boss, look at Odette, raise up my crude maul, which is just like this massive like boulder tied to like a huge like branch, and just bring it down on top of the dude.
Okay. I did roll for
Right
surprise.
over the head.
He's not surprised, but he's a little shocked of what you're doing, so he's still going to get his attack off. So this is a dagger coming in, hopefully between Thyber's ribs. Ooh. I'm sorry, Oak.
AC 3.
Yeah. Oak, give me a save versus poison. And take 4 points of damage.
Yep, save.
Okay, you did save?
Yes, sir.
All right. So in that case, you're going to take 2 more points of damage, but it kind of ends there. So 6 points of damage total as he slides that blade in. Thyber and Dion, you both have two-handed swords, are probably around the same weapon speed. So why don't you both go ahead and make your attacks?
Yeah, mine's speed of like.
Well, actually, I should ask,
I
who's
think.
Thyber attacking? Are you attacking the guy that just slid the blade into you, or are you attacking his thug next to you, who has pulled out this
I'm
enormous maul?
Yeah, I'm going for the dude that is, the boss man. He's betraying us. So.
All right. Tristan, what was your action? So you're not part of where Thyber and Dion's character is. You're a bit away.
I mean, how close are we to the walls of this place? I assume we're outside.
Yeah, maybe 50 feet away from the doors of that big fortress. Ooh, actually, you know what? Make me a wisdom check.
Ooh. Thank you, Brendan, for the fiber healing as well.
There you go, Thyber. It's a character heal, so you can roll your hit die to get your hit points back.
Oh, sweet.
Tristan?
Yeah, that's high success.
High
I
success.
succeed on that, I am.
All right, so you're looking back at the fortress as you're seeing what's going on with Thyber, and this is kind of like stop motion as you're, no one's made the strike yet. And you look back at the fortress, you're seeing the cargo being delivered, but you're also seeing a lot of darkly clad individuals with crossbows and bows taking aim at your group. So you, Odette, and Odette.
Me, Odette, and Odette.
Sorry. It's you two. Yeah, so there are archers taking aim at you guys from the shadows.
Like Goldie
Right, they're on top of the ramparts or something. Right?
They're inside, like they're behind columns and whatnot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So close to you, within easy
Yeah.
movement is you could jump down into the trail with those high, almost canyon-like sides I was talking about, which would definitely clear you of the archers. Or you could try to drop flat. Other things you could do.
No, down. If they were on the ramparts, I would have run to try and flatten myself against the wall. But as it is, jump over the side, so that out of the way, saying, "Holy shit! Best make yourself invisible as well, Odette."
Yeah. So Tristan jumps over the side.
I'm casting.
You're in the middle of casting, but unfortunately, the arrows will go before your casting as well, since we're on the same time. So, okay, Thyber, make your attack. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Okay, so you slam out with your double-sided sword, and then surprisingly, shockingly, Arn's bodyguard slams that maul down on top of him. Go ahead and roll your to hit, Dion. He misses though.
Wait, it didn't add any of my modifiers. I still probably wouldn't hit, but
It might.
let me
He's only
just
wearing
check.
leather. So what are your additional pluses?
I have a strength of 18, so it says to hit +1.
That doesn't
Yeah,
look
yeah,
like a weapon roll.
Yeah, that's a proficiency check.
Oh, I hit the wrong one.
Yeah,
Oh,
go ahead. Redo it then.
I'm sorry. Did that work?
There we go.
That still didn't have my modifiers. Weird. Okay.
Attack 14, but that's going to hit. At the even just as it is, it's going to hit. Yeah. So
Okay.
surprisingly, this barbarian slams a maul down on top of Arn Fiber. The bow shots are going to go next, although Tristan, you move in faster segments than the speed of the bow, so you're dropping down behind the canyon walls. It's going to happen first.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Odette, you're going to get several archers on you. Okay, what's your AC?
My AC is 9.
Is 9? All right, you're not
9.
really wearing anything, are you?
Nope. Leather armor.
All right. So unfortunately, this is going to stop your spell from going off as you take some damage.
Oh no.
Would I have been able to move after attacking?
Well, tell me
to,
what you
like,
wanted to
get
do.
in front of her?
You're not going to be able to reach her.
To get in...
Yeah, she's too
No,
far
okay.
away.
I
I'm
have
also
a base
on a
move of
bear.
15.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm on a bear.
Yeah, which also means you didn't know that you had archers on you, so you don't get your dex
Okay.
bonus as well. Do you have a dex bonus, Jen?
+1.
Yeah, so you've got it. Definitely 2 are going to hit you.
Ooh. 1c8.
There you go. So 8 points of damage total from 2 bolts.
Okay.
Not a lot of damage, but it does interrupt your spell.
Okay.
Okay. Now,
Darn.
how do you want to react to that? Your spell is ruined, but typically I allow people to do movement or action if that happens. So
I charged my bear to eat them.
right. So you're charging into the fortress then, because they're shooting from like the darkness of the
Yes,
fortress.
I
And keep
am.
in mind, you can't see in the dark, and there are no
My bear
lights.
can though.
Okay,
I whisper.
yeah.
I lean down to Birdie and I say, "Get food.
Get 'em! Get 'em!"
Get food,
All
Birdie."
right. So you charge the fortress.
Wee.
Okay, I think that's everybody. So, Dion, roll for your side.
Alright. Wapow.
Okay, so they go first. Arn is going to continue the attack. He's actually going to do something sneaky here, though. Save versus spell, Dion.
Save versus spell. That is somewhere on this sheet. And
Actually, you do this as well, Fiber, because this will hit you as well.
where the hell is it? Oh, right there. Okay. Versus spell.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
You
Nope.
fail. Okay. Fiber, you made it. He drops a pouch of powder, just like he takes a step back and throws this pouch of powder that explodes on the ground, and it fills the air with just like the stinging caustic just dust that just gets in your air and causes you, Dion, to just start coughing and sneezing for the next 2 rounds. That's all you're going to be able to do. Fiber, you noticed like this motion of his hand. You didn't know what he was going to do, but you took 2 steps back, so you are not in this cloud of stuff that comes up. So you're perfectly fine. The archers, Odette, unfortunately, they're all going to shoot at you now as you're charging in with the bear.
As long as they shoot at me and not my bear.
Jen, did you heal a hit die? You got
Oh,
a heal.
no, I will.
Yep, go ahead. Oh, 2 hits.
It's okay. Attack me. I'm good.
8 points
What's
of
my hit
damage.
die? Good lord, what is my hit die? It's a D8. It's a D8. I'm a druid, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, plus your con.
Yeah, plus your con bonus.
Okay. That is 3, 4, and then I just got only 8 points of damage, so I take 4 points of damage
Yep.
technically. Okay.
Yep, it's
That's
just
cool.
several archers just let loose as you're charging the fortress.
Oh, I'm okay. I'm good.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, then the other folks are doing other things. So let's switch over to your side. Tristan, what are you doing? You are out of sight of everyone. If you want to peek your head over, you can kind of see what's going on. Odette is charging the fortress. It looks Thyber is in battle with Arn. It looks like Arn's barbarian is coughing and choking in a cloud of something.
I guess I am gonna provide covering fire right now, so I'll pull out my longbow and shoot at people.
Okay, so they, since you can't see in the dark, and they are firing from a darkened position, I'm going to
Yep.
count them as having cover. So you can go ahead and fire, take a shot, but it's, you're basically firing into the darkness. The best guess of where someone's standing. It's like a minus
So
4.
just roll and
If you want to
modifier
put
and
the
you just-
minus in, it's a minus 4.
Don't hit me.
Well, you won't hit her. She's easy enough to see.
Don't hit my bear. Just kidding.
Yeah,
Is
13.
that with the minus
That
4?
is with the -4.
Oh, well, that hit somebody. Okay, you hear somebody scream in the distance.
Woo! It's got a rate of fire of 2, so
Yeah,
is that
go
2
ahead.
shots per
Take
round?
the other shot.
All right, well, let's see if I miss and hit Odette with this one instead.
I like
You
to
know,
imagine.
got to
it's
even the
like-
damage out on both sides.
I like to imagine it's that stock scream from like old movies.
No, the
like
Wilhelm
the-
Wilhelm scream. Yeah.
Yeah. That one misses. Close, but misses.
All right,
Okay.
well, there we go.
All right. NPC, or excuse me, Patty is your character now, right, Dion?
Yeah,
Right,
Patty
so
our cat.
This round, you're coughing and sneezing and hacking. You can't really do anything else. Thyber?
Well, my mouth's sewn shut, so it's more like I'm sneezing and just snots just gushing out
Yeah.
consistently. Just-
Exactly. Thyber?
So just attack round, or
Yeah, you can move around the cloud of caustic stuff
yeah.
and
If I
attack
can get
Arn.
to him,
Yeah, sure.
it's my
Sure
attack
can.
round.
Oh, that's
shit.
definitely going to hit. 5 points of
Sucks
damage.
It's a low damage though.
How much damage?
5.
5. Okay. Is this your round where you can take 2 shots
Yeah,
or just
this
one?
2 attacks. So
Yeah.
that's round. That's attack 1, attack 2.
Oh, wow. That's going to miss, though,
probably
with a 10.
not.
Yeah.
10 is going to hit AC 5.
Yeah, that's not going to do it. Actually, no. It might. 10. Sorry. Should have looked this up beforehand. Leather. Leather. It does hit him.
Nice.
In fact, it does. 13 points of damage. Wow. That's a good strike. You, strike from shoulder to hip, just gashing through his leather. It splits apart. There's a spray of blood. He takes several steps back. He's still in the fight, but he looks pretty bad off.
Yeah, like you heard the last time what I said on the ship. I let the last guy go and said I wouldn't be betrayed again.
Odette, you're going to need one more round of charging before you get in there. But yeah, you fiercely just whip the bear into action as he
How
charges
far
in.
away are they?
You guys were midway. Actually, bears move real fast.
Yeah, I was like, bears move super fast.
Yeah, we're gonna say that a bear in full charge
I'm
can just
riding the
cover
GD
that.
bear.
Yeah, so the bear charges through the outer pillars, and you're inside the front area of this fortress, and you see these 6 archers that were kind of lined up behind the pillars, and they're all desperately trying to move to cover you. What kind of weapon do you have? A
Bear.
spear? I mean, other than the bear.
A bear.
I have a spear.
You have a spear. You can attack one of them, and I'm going to have the bear attack one.
Whee! Okay, so I'm gonna attack with my spear. Here goes my spear attack. Oh.
That hits.
Ooh! Ooh! I hit one.
Yeah, you
Bear.
spear one of them in the side. It doesn't kill him outright, but yeah, it's he's not happy. The bear, however, oh man, this is gonna be nasty. Okay,
I whisper to Birdie's ear, hunt.
claw, 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 claw. 17 points of damage. The bear just rips the head off one of them and starts chewing.
Question: does this demoralize the rest of the archers, and do they run away?
You haven't killed enough of them yet.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, that's pretty horrific. I mean,
I know. Look, he ripped off their
yeah,
head.
they're not running, but yeah, that was pretty horrific. So that's everybody. Yeah. So we initiate again. They went first that time. So okay, Adet, why don't you roll a d6 for your side? And are you attacking or are you casting this time?
Oh, I'm attacking.
Okay.
Oh no.
Remember, it's pitch black for you. I mean, you can see a little bit now that you're in here, but
Oh.
it's really dark.
Let me know if you need me to take a negative modifier to my attacks then.
I'll let you know.
Because okay.
So you give them a 1, they give you a 3, so they go first.
I didn't
Arn,
want to give them one bird.
Yeah.
Don't let me roll initiative. I'm terrible at it.
Arn does this kind of fake out thing, but a knife appears in his hand as he flicks his wrist, and he dives low and he tries to basically cut the tendons out on your legs. What's your AC?
AC 3.
14. No, that just misses. Yeah. So he drops and kind of rolls and makes a slashing move like he's going to just cut the tendons off on the back of your legs, but he misses. That's his turn. Now the archer's inside. Now one less. Okay, and you did a ride by with your spear, so you're not actually in melee. So 5 of them are still going to be able to fire, and they all miss. Wow.
Oh
Wow.
no.
Wait, no, that's why I rolled a d6. Sorry. It's like, how did they all miss?
These are all terrible rolls.
Only one
There we
hits.
go.
Only one
Yeah.
hits. Take 2
I
points as
accept.
another coral goes high on your shoulder. And again,
it.
it's dark. It's really dark in here. You're making everything out just by the movements of the shadows. The bear, of course, sees and smells a bit better.
Are these?
You
who is
hear other
firing at me?
things. You hear other things going on deeper inside the citadel, and you're starting to see some lights, like either oil lamps or lanterns, like deep inside, starting to light up. But it's not illuminating out where you are. What these are archers. There's 5 of them left, and they're just kind of hiding behind these columns that support the roof of this structure.
Are they human?
You can't tell. It's too dark.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Your guy's turn. Let's start with Odette. So you're still on the back of the bear.
Yeah.
The bear will attack someone.
Yeah. I'm a spear.
Okay. Bear misses. You want to try for the spear?
I hit.
Yeah, even with penalties, you hit. Roll high or low, and tell me high or low for a D100.
Oh God. High.
Okay.
Whip.
You hit the
Ooh,
same
that's
guy.
really-
You hit the same guy you hit before, and this time you finish him off. You
Yeah.
spear him and you pull him off of his platform and drop him in front of you.
Love it.
Patty and Thiber. Patty, you can act now. Your eyes are just streaming with just tears, snots rolling out of your nose.
I smashed the bad man.
Okay. That hits. 4 points of damage. Okay, yeah, like you hear the sound of snapping bone as you hit him on the collarbone. He like cries out, but he kind of rolled with it a little bit. He's still up. Thiber.
Another low hit, but low damage.
Okay.
Unless he's large, no,
Yeah,
good.
with all of the combined damage, though, that's enough. Like, so how does Arn breathe his last?
He comes rolling, sliding past me, trying to get my tendons, and as he tumbles forward, he catches the maul, kind of knocks him on his back, like in front of me, and I look down and just put the sword right through the middle of his chest.
Okay. Yeah, he just gives a big exhale. His blood bubbles out from his pierced lungs.
And I twist it.
Oh, yeah. Insult to injury. All right, good enough. Yeah, so you're standing there with this barbarian who just, dropped this maul on Arn as well, and you kind of look at each other. What happens here? Okay. All right, we'll find out how Fiber reacts to that next round. Richard, Tristan, want to take another couple of shots? You still see shadows moving in there. You kind of can figure out what Odette is because she's still on the back of the bear.
I was going to say, she is the giant bear-shaped.
Yeah.
shadow.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. More longbow
-4.
rolls. Pew.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, there's another hit.
Yeah, that's a hit. Okay. Go ahead and roll your second shot.
Yep. Well, that is a 1 with a -4, obviously. That is
Wow.
a...
Okay, so big miss.
I throw the bow behind me somewhere?
No, there's no crit fails in
Oh,
this. So
fine.
yeah, it's
Lucky.
just a bad, just a bad draw. Falls way short. Okay, so their round. Arn can't really do anything. There are still
that because he's
4
dead?
more. Yeah. So Odette, you're still in here. There are still 4 archers.
Wait, didn't they already go? Because I gave
Yeah,
you
they
a
did.
1.
They did. Yeah, you gave them a 1. So we're on a new round then. So you know what time
I
it
don't
is,
wanna roll.
Richard? It is your turn
Richard,
to
do it.
roll. Odette, are you casting again? You're kind of just
No.
like in this darkness. No.
No, I should be casting fairy fire, but I'm not going to.
Okay. You guys go first.
I'm just
So
gonna
I
keep
want to
getting
see how this
interrupted.
works out between Thyber and Patty. So yeah, what happens over there? Thyber, the only other enemy here is the barbarian that was Arn's guard.
At that point, I turned to face him, but since he was fighting the guy,
Mhm.
I'm just in a defensive position, waiting to see if he's attacking as well.
Okay, Patty, what do you do?
I am going to use my barbarian charisma leadership. When dealing with other barbarians, I add my level of experience to my charisma score to get an effective charisma effect on other barbarians. Comeliness does not affect or is not affected by this
All
ability.
right. So there are no barbarians
So-
next to you, however.
Oh, I thought you said there was a barbarian.
No, you are the barbarian. It's
Oh,
you.
I thought you meant another
No,
one.
it's just you.
I'm sorry. Okay, so
Yeah.
it's only us here. Okay,
You
Yeah.
charm
never mind.
yourself.
Your
rather
goth
easily.
Yeah.
princess went full full bear into that church,
Yeah.
though, or that.
I just look up and I because my mouth is still sewn shut, and I just charge
Okay.
to the fortress after
Well,
my
there you go,
princess,
Thyber.
after my queen.
Patty
So he
is
turns away
charging.
from me
Yep.
and just charging. Okay.
Okay. So what do you?
I
What's
will
your
charge
action?
after.
So both you, I assume Patty's double move to try and get there.
I have a base move of 15.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're fast.
and I have natural running as well as a
All right.
ability.
So you will get there a round before Thyber will.
Okay.
So Odette, again, it is so dark in here. I cannot accentuate that. It is very
I don't know
dark.
why you keep saying
And there are
this.
arrows just coming out of the darkness, pelting you.
Are there?
Bear's gonna attack.
Love it. I love it.
Misses. Yeah, Bear is
I
not able to
love-
get anything. So what are you doing?
I'm spearing.
Okay,
11. I
minus
think I
4,
missed.
so that's gonna miss.
I miss. Yeah,
Yep.
7.
So remaining bowmen.
There's so many arrows. How many are left? 3?
4.
Oh my god. I have to have feast for the baby cubs.
Oh my, that's a bad round for you. 3 of them hit.
It's okay. I'll be alright.
Actually, what's your AC again? 9?
9.
Okay.
So many 9s, it's almost 10.
Oh wow, that's a low round of damage though. 7 points of
Okay,
damage, and
okay.
again, you're just being pelted by arrows.
I am just pelted. just I'm in an ultimate rage.
All right. You see again those lights deeper into the fortress. They seem to be coming up from below, and like you kind of have the idea that there must be coming around a large set of stairs, just from their movement. So they're coming up, and you can hear the sound of like many like iron shod boot feet. You think
If I wait long enough, they'll bring the light to me.
If you wait long enough, they will bring the light to you. That is correct. Yep. So that's round for them. Go ahead.
I thought we were going first. Right? I have not
We did
acted
go
this
first.
round.
Yeah.
I
no,
thought you shot your longbow.
you shot
No,
your
that was last
longbow
round.
and you hit one.
No, that was last round because then I rolled the thing where you can see the
Okay, hold
5
on.
just beneath it.
So I
And
rolled
then
a
you rolled a
3, so you went a
3.
3, you went a 5. Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I'm just wondering if I am shooting at the same people that Odette is fighting,
Yes.
then possibly I could take one down who doesn't doesn't injure her. That is
Possibly.
the
Go
only-
for it.
Yeah. Saving.
Looks like
from
Odette
yourself.
got another heal surge.
He's like,
Oh.
the person who gets shot is like, just kidding. He shot me with
No.
a healing
Nice.
arrow.
Yep, you got a second shot though.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, I missed with
miss.
both of them.
Yeah, so-
Fortunately, though, I
Yeah.
have not pegged Odette, so there we go.
Oh, that happens. All right, Patty, roll a d6.
Alrighty. Boop. 5.
6. They go first. All right. Sorry, Odette.
Come at me. Come at me, archers. My bear
Oh,
cub
that's bad. Okay, so 3.
will survive me. I'm gonna die.
14 points of damage. You are
I'm-
just being pelted by arrows. Does that put you to
Yeah.
0 or less?
No. Oh
No,
no.
okay.
I still have 12 HP left.
Okay, yeah, you're not feeling so great, but yeah, there you go. As
Yeah.
they pelt you with arrows. The lights are the lights are close enough now that you have dim light, so you can kind of see. It looks like these are half orcs dressed in leathers, cloaks, very dark gear, so you can kind of see them in this half light now. That's their turn. Patty, you tear into the beginning of the the opening where these colonnades are supporting the roof. As you rush in, you see your goth princess just full of arrows and crossbow bolts, riding astride this bear that's trying to take out the archers. She's surrounded by 4 of these half-orc assassins. What do you do?
I tried to swing and hit one, and I tried to use a reroll, and I failed
Yeah.
miserably.
Okay. Yeah.
But Jen got healed.
Okay.
Again.
My glorious
got healed by-
heroism healed her.
2 HP is what I got healed by.
All right.
But you got
So-
another
Get
one.
healed again, another one.
I got healed again?
Yeah,
Oh,
there's another one on
shit.
there. So, okay, so Odette, this barbarian that's been kind of creeping on you for the last several days, bursts into the room that you're in and starts flailing around at these assassins with their crossbows and their bows.
I lean down to Birdie and I say, "Don't eat that one. I think there's something wrong with him."
Might give you indigestion. Okay, so Birdie is going to attack.
Oh, Birdie, go.
Ugh, it misses. What do you do?
Birdie. I'm. Oh my god. Well, I can't cast because I didn't say I was
Right.
casting. So, I'm going to.
It's
I'm
also
gonna steer.
bad just in general to cast when you're in very close combat because
Unless
of
I'm
how
curing
segments work. Yeah.
curing my own wounds.
Yeah.
Nope.
So you attacked, yeah, and missed. No penalty.
I would
this time, but still
probably,
missed.
I would probably like direct Birdie to like run away
Deeper into the fortress or out of the fortress.
out of the fortress.
Okay, so that would be movement then. So she turns around. Yep. You're
Yeah.
not in melee. Everyone's been shooting at you with missiles, so that's fine. You can back
Okay.
out just fine. So that was Patty and Odette. Thyber, you're still running. Tristan, there's some light now. You can see. You're not at -4.
Oh, I'm glad you have lit up my targets.
Yep. One of them's in melee with one of those half-naked barbarians for some reason. The other 3,
Well, I
though.
mean, I win either way, whoever
Yeah.
I shoot in that particular combat there, so. Yeah.
That
Oh,
hits.
there you go. That's a hit.
Okay, go. Okay.
So 6 points of damage to
Yep.
that one, and a complete whiff on the
Okay.
next one. So keep
You finish one of them off that you had damaged before. He falls, leaving 3 behind. So next round, and those lights are getting a bit more intense now. Odette, you see Odette riding the bear out of the citadel now. Yeah, Tristan, why don't you start us off? Go ahead and give me a d6 roll.
I'm gonna cast.
You're casting, okay? You guys go first. You're casting. What are you casting?
So, I am going to attempt to cast entangle on the entrance, but I would like to
Ooh.
miss.
So you
I
want
would
to
like
just
to-
cover the entrance with vines?
Yes.
Yeah, no
Well,
problem. Yeah.
if I were trying to cover the entrance with vines, I would use plant growth.
hmm
Which actually, I mean,
Well, entangle will like so if anyone's trying to pass, it will actually grab them.
yeah.
So that would be a difference.
But plant growth is permanent, and
Mhm.
people have to cut through it, and it has no time constraint. Like it just
Yeah.
happens. But I don't want Patty to be trapped in there.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do entangle, and I'm gonna start casting that, and I think it's 3 segments,
Sure.
I believe.
Yeah, so it'll happen after they're around, but you're
Yeah,
away.
3
You're not
segments.
under combat right
Okay.
now. So you start casting. Tristan, you're using a missile weapon.
I am.
So yeah, if you want to take your shots, there's still 3 with one of them in melee.
Yes, I guess I will keep peppering until I know where everybody is and
Mm-hmm.
they're coming out. So yep, pow. 1.
That's a miss.
Take another one. I am.
Yep, both miss. Yep.
Yep, really good today.
But at least you're protected by these high canyon walls from any
Exactly.
retaliation.
No damage for me.
Fiber. So you're going to break through the front of these columns that are supporting the roof before the spell goes
Yeah,
off,
they're
and the one of the
8, 9,
barbarians is in combat with a darkly clothed individual. There are 2 more that have crossbows out, ready to fire. What do you do? Oh, and you see the lights coming up from below. It looks like there's a lot more coming.
I'm going for one of the ranged.
Okay. Sure, you step up into their personal space, making them having dire regrets about their choices in life.
That would be 13 points.
2 more
Oh.
rerolls thanks to Terribilly G.
Yep, so bank those however it can help, is what it says. So you go right ahead. That actually cuts it down. This half work had already taken some damage before. You cut it down, leaving only 2, one of which you're in combat with. Patty.
Whack. It's
Yeah,
an
that
18
hits.
with
Damage
10
hit.
damage.
Oh yeah,
I also-
shatters a collarbone.
Just golf
Uh,
ball him.
Still alive though.
Imagine that I yelled at Patty, "Run, you weirdo!"
And I use the rest of my action to start following after my queen.
Okay, so you're in melee. So if you're gonna,
I take all the attacks.
okay, yeah, because if you don't take a
Yeah.
withdrawal action, which is a full action, he's gonna get an attack on you. So he pulls a dagger, whiffs air as you bound out.
Would you say that he attacked me from behind?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay, so yeah, you're out. So they get their actions before the spell goes off. So Fiber, there's still one you're in combat with who pulls a dagger. Miss. And the one that you were in combat with, Patty, he's going to throw the dagger at you. It's going to, well, yeah, that's going to miss. You've got special AC because you're naked.
The power of naked.
All right. Those of you inside now, the light is, which is Fiber, only Fiber. You're the only one in there now. So the light that's coming up, there is apparently a kind of a circular stairwell, and it sounds like a small army is coming up them. You can just see down some forms in the darkness, and they're carrying torches and lanterns. They're coming up. Odette, you cast your spell. The front columns, there's these old vines start sprouting out of the ground. They start covering and surrounding the columns, just completely covering the front entrance with these thrashing vines. Fiber, you're still inside. Everyone else is outside. And there's a small army coming up this rounded stairwell.
Okay, the body I just dropped,
Yeah.
I'm going to pick it up and hurl it down the stairs
Okay.
and then run outside.
So you're going to try to get outside. Okay, so what does the spell say, Odette?
So, you are entitled to a saving throw.
Okay.
If you if you succeed, your movement speed is slowed to half.
Okay, so you can
If
still
the saving
clear it.
throw fails, you are securely held in place.
Okay, so Thyber, you're going to try to get through, but the vines are already in place. So you're going to need to make that save. What kind of save does it call for?
Strength, probably.
It doesn't say.
All right, no. So
I
if it's
copied it straight from.
yeah, it's fine.
So
If it's a save, if it's not a save versus magic, which it sounds like it's because you're trying to avoid the vines, it's going to be Dragon Breath because that's your ability to get out of the way of something. Which is a silly name for the save, but that's what it is.
Yeah, it's basically a deck save.
Yeah, it's a deck save. So go ahead and make that roll. Oh, looks like you made it. Okay, so you do get bound up a little bit, which slows your movement, but you're able to just reach down with your two-handed sword and hack your way out. You're able to roll out of the other side before, like, the vines just overgrow the entrance. So everybody is on the outside. It's a fairly moonless night. You're seeing by starlight, other than Oak. Thyber has dark vision or infravision. And the front of the citadel is covered in these whipping vines. What do you do? There's no one else out here. All the cargo went in. The other barbarians are in. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, there's this one barbarian out here who's snot rolling down his nose, crying from his eyes, trying to say something, but his lips are sewn shut.
Do we have anything to the building? Is it made of wood, stone, or
Stone.
okay? So we can't set it on fire. I guess we need to saturate the area with our absence. Because it sounded like there was a lot of people coming, or try to ambush them as they get tangled up on the way coming out.
Yeah, so there's a
have
break in
before?
combat for a little bit as they're not able to come through that wall of vine without risking what they don't want to risk. So they got their cargo, and you're on the outside. Ooh,
I want to go
yeah.
pick up loot the dude that betrayed us.
Okay.
I want to loot his body. He had a bag of gems.
Yeah, he had a bag of gems. He also has this kind of when he pulled out that satchel of stinging powder, he's got kind of like a bandolero strap, which you had severed, that has a whole bunch of glass vials and other small pouches of stuff on it.
Yeah, I'm just grabbing what looks useful, and I'll let the smarter people figure out what this stuff is later. And
Running?
should we leave or try to fight?
I mean, this is a fortress of. I mean,
Yeah.
how big does this place look?
Well,
Very
you
big?
know there's more underground than above ground. Above
Oh, right,
ground,
yes.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm down for whatever. I have my spells ready.
Do we hear voices or them yelling or
Yeah,
anything?
yes, yeah, absolutely. It looks like nobody is wanting to go through those vines. You do hear people calling, burn it all, burn it down.
I suggest everybody calm down. We were betrayed by your employee when we brought the slaves in, and we're willing to work for more. You're also
Parlay!
short-handed people. Yeah, I'm just yelling that back in there at them. You're now down people who are betrayers. We work for money.
Okay.
We work for coin.
I'm going to say you're still near the body of Arn when you while you're yelling this as you're pulling the stuff off him. You feel a light touch on your wrist, and you look down, and Arn has sat up. He's looking down with his, like, all the viscera and his entrails that are just kind of looping out of his guts. And, you know, he's not, like, grasping you, like, strong or anything. It's just like a light grasp on your wrist. He looks down.
Listen.
He looks up to you and it says, huh. Well, I suppose it never pays to be under the employ of a necromancer. This is a bad position.
So is he undead, basically? Or been raised?
He shouldn't be alive, that's for sure.
Why did you? And I grab his wrists. And,
Yes, help me up, please. I wish you know he's still looking like at all of this, like his organs sliding out of this big hole in his gut.
I'll finish this. I'll finish his order. I'm like, harm. You tried to kill me.
Well, yes, of course. I mean, we can't let freelancers go free once you've found our hideout now, can we? I mean, what kind of security
At this
is
point,
that?
I step back and I pull my sword.
No, come now.
ready.
He's like, no, come now. I am in a position I don't wish to be in. I could be of use to you. Although this is rather uncomfortable. Could you finish the job here? Just kind of, just he's pulling out intestines. He's like, can you just
C-3PO him, cut him in half.
just
We'll put him on our back.
remove some of this? I mean, it's really it's just pulling out spools of intestine. He's like, just give me a little shave here or something.
Sure, I'll hollow him out
It's like,
with a two-handed sword.
It's quite disgusting. Well, I'm not exactly sure how this works, but I seem to be functioning. Look, it really business. You can understand business, can't you, Thyber?
I understand business. I don't understand betrayal.
Well, unless
We
you
did
were
a good
going
job.
to hire
Pay us.
on permanently, there was no way that we could just let you go.
Well, then hire us on permanently. If
Ah.
the pay's right, we'll stay. If not, we'll kill you.
Well, I think you've already
Again.
done that. Patty, what are you doing?
Kind of sidling up to Odette slowly.
Such a
Just
creeper.
up next to her.
I think that one still likes you, Odette.
Yeah. Hey, Arn, I have questions.
I would be glad to answer, but perhaps we should leave. You won't. He looks at you, Thyber. You won't convince them of anything. They've got a standard orders, shall we say? Nothing that you say is going to convince them. We should leave the immediate area.
Okay. Yeah. Let's go.
Right.
Okay,
Alright.
now I will 3PO him, and we'll carry his
Oh,
torso.
you cut him in
Yes,
half.
Thank
Oh.
you.
It's like, oh,
Yeah, he's just going to be a torso and a head.
Thank you.
that's
no arms.
that's
no
less
legs.
than sporting. Less than sporting. Ah.
You know, business.
Right, yeah, he does a thing where he hops up on his hands. Well,
No, we're gonna. I'm taking him
He's taking his
away
arms too. Oh my
and
god.
take his arms off, so
Oh,
he has a torso and a head, and then I will strap him and carry him on my back like 3PO.
Wow.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you
It's all I've ever wanted.
have this moving, talking, dismembered corpse strapped to your back. He's like, well, okay. There are some caves not far from here.
I don't know. Does the head work by itself? I ask everybody.
There's only one way
Don't really
to
need
find out.
We'll find out later. Where are we going?
All right. Despite your unsportsmanlike behavior, he'll direct you to a series of caves that aren't from here, too far from here. They won't risk coming out at light. Dawn isn't far away. We'll be safe enough there for a while. All right, yeah. So if you follow his directions, the oiled up, sweaty barbarian following in lockstep with Odette, breathing
Odette,
down your
what?
neck.
Yeah, I'm like, Odette, since that one likes you, why don't you free his mouth so he can at least communicate better?
I do that very gently
All
with a
right.
pair of scissors.
Okay. There you go. You are free to talk now.
I bet that sucks when you were congested.
not much of a talker anyway. All right. We're at time, guys, so we'll end it there. You make it about a mile from the fortress set of caves that are high on the wall of this mountain here that you're going to while your day away. And you have 4 bears, which you're going to have to feed, by the way. They went a fair amount of time without food. 2 lizards and a talking bird. And a talking bird. Oh, man. You're not going to be a stealthy crew after this.
No,
wow.
It doesn't matter. If
Well,
they
we
hear us
have,
coming, it's already too late.
And a quadriplegic undead assassin.
Ooh, did you save the arms and legs for the cubs?
Do I
Oh,
know
you know what?
if
They
animals-
Everything was still fresh.
Yeah, they probably just eat it without any just
Okay,
no.
yeah, all right.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. All right, guys. Wow. Okay, so you are, again, about a mile away from the top of what appears to be one of the main bases for the slavers operating out of this area. Daybreak is upon you. And, yeah. Yeah. Right. Jen, anything you want to plug there?
I would say watch my stream, but I haven't been streaming lately. So
Aw.
this Thursday, I am playing Star Wars 5e on Featherfall Tabletop's channel. Yeah. And Saturday I'm playing on Folsham Arts channel. We're playing Spaceship Zero.
Cool. Oak?
Hey, you can catch me Twitch, YouTube, Odyssey at Urience, Uraence, here on Tuesdays, and Friday nights and Saturday nights play some D&D 5e, with Saturday night being my Grimdark homebrew. When I remember to turn the sound on, you can hear it too.
Yeah. Ouch. Dion.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitch TV at Substances Used. I've been playing Dead by Daylight, and I'm playing through Chrono Cross. I'm almost at the end, so keep an eye open. I don't really have a schedule. I just kind of do it when I can between work and D&D. You can also find me doing D&D here on Steve Steel Murder on Tuesdays and Fridays. And you can find me doing some Featherfall every other Monday, and on Folsham Arts, some Spaceship Zero with Jen and Friendon. It's pretty cool.
Cool. Richard?
You have an organ donor card, and when you die, you drop loot. And you can learn lots of interesting facts like that by coming and watching me over on Twitch at LMTDTMFFR, or say it with me now.
Limited time offer. No vowels.
No vowels. Yay.
Right. And if you
But
found
like
this...
are no bowels.
And if you found this just silly channel, then you found us. We stream Tuesdays, Fridays, and Sundays, doing lots of different types of D&D right now. This was first edition tonight. We have BX edition Friday. This coming Sunday is going to be Gamma World. Gamma World, second edition. So lots of fun going on there. Check out the podcast at Blue Magic, BLUMAGIK.com. We've got 11 years of all kinds of fun in there. Yeah, a little slow game tonight, guys. I fully intended someone to just go off at the beginning and to have this huge combat that just never happened at the beginning, because once again, Thyber is just the kind of orc that likes to talk his way out of a situation.
No,
that
I
and
don't
Tristan
wanna fight
too.
Liches.
Yeah, there's that. Come on, you could have taken them on. What's a few liches? All right, guys. Thanks for watching, everybody, and come back Friday night.
Have a
Night.
good one.
I